If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. This lesson shows you how to create paragraph text in Photoshop when using any of the type tools you select from the Tools panel. Paragraph text in Photoshop lets you create a bounding box into which to type text. The lines of text automatically wrap to fit the dimensions of the bounding box as you type. This makes it ideal for typing paragraphs of text. To create a new paragraph when entering paragraph text, press the Enter key on your keyboard. When creating paragraph text in Photoshop, you can resize the text bounding box to change the flow of the text within it while typing the text. You can also use the bounding box to rotate and skew the text within it while typing, or if possible, editing the text. To create paragraph text in Photoshop using one of the type tools, click to select the desired type tool to use in the Tools panel. If needed, then select the desired layer in the Layers panel to which to add the text. To show a drop-down menu of saved tool presets from which you can choose if you created any for the selected type tool, click the Click to open the Tool Preset Picker button at the left end of the Options bar control panel. Note that you cannot select a type tool preset after entering the tool's text editing mode. Next, click and drag to create a bounding box into which to type the text. When you release the mouse button, the Type tool then enters its text editing mode, and some placeholder text appears in the bounding box in the document window. Next, set the font options for the text within the text editing mode options that appear in the Options bar control panel. These options are the same as the options discussed in the previous lesson titled How to Create Point Text Using the Type Tools in Photoshop, and you can review them again if needed. After applying the desired text options, type the text into the bounding box. The lines of text automatically wrap to fit the dimensions of the bounding box as you type. To create a new paragraph, press the Enter key on your keyboard. If you type more text into the paragraph type bounding box than the bounding box can show, a small icon, which looks like a square divided into 4 quadrants, appears in the lower right corner resizing handle of the bounding box. This icon means the text is overflowing its bounding box. To correct this, either reduce the font size or increase the size of the bounding box. To resize a paragraph type bounding box in Photoshop, place your mouse pointer over one of the resizing handles at its sides or corners until the mouse pointer turns into a double-pointed arrow. Then click and drag to resize the bounding box to the desired size, and release the mouse button. If needed to move a paragraph type bounding box in Photoshop, hold the mouse pointer far outside and away from the border of the bounding box until the pointer turns into a black triangle icon with a 4-pointed arrow next to it. Then click and drag to move the bounding box and release it in its new location. If needed to rotate a paragraph type bounding box in Photoshop, hold the mouse pointer slightly outside of the border of the bounding box until the mouse pointer turns into a curved double-pointed arrow. Then click and drag to rotate the bounding box and release it in its new location. While paragraph type contains a bounding box that lets you resize, move, and rotate it, you can also apply transforms to the text while typing it to skew and scale the content if needed. You skew and scale paragraph text while typing it the same way as you skew and scale point text while typing it in Photoshop. To review how to do this, see the previous lesson titled How to Create Point Text Using the Type Tools in Photoshop if needed. While you can also apply transforms to move and rotate paragraph text like point text, it is largely unnecessary since the bounding box of the paragraph text already provides these features. To then apply your changes when finished, click the Confirm checkmark button in the Options Bar control panel. Alternatively, to cancel creating the text, click the Cancel button in the Options Bar control panel. Then, if you created a text selection using the horizontal Type Mask tool or the vertical Type Mask tool in Photoshop, ensure you select the raster layer in the Layers panel to fill, stroke, or to which to apply a layer mask. Then apply the desired fill, stroke, or layer mask to the selection as desired. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.